Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Scrub Zero. I got quite a bit to say. But as far as Daniel Jones, I'm saving that for a little later. I'm gonna make a video specifically talking about him and his play. But as far as the game last night, the Giants had opportunities and they could not capitalize. Why can they not capitalize? Because they couldn't handle pressure. The line didn't do it great. They had their moments, but they didn't do a good job of blocking overall. I personally think the game plan was a bad game plan in the sense of they didn't call enough runs. If they're going to pass, there should have been a few more screens. Running back screens. Should have found different ways to get that involved. This was a game where there should have been at least 30 carries from the running backs combined. At least 30. And honestly, I think it should have been really like a 40-45 carry type game. Let Saquon get about 20 carries and let the other backs combine for the other 20. I have not seen Antonio Williams. I didn't check who was active or inactive, so I don't know if he was even dressed. But I know Bright will dress. I know Breida dressed, but Breida, I don't like Breida. And it's because he's one, an older player, and two, he's been injury prone. I have not really like he's had his moments, but as far as going with a run heavy attack, I do not think he's the guy you should have went with. I think the game plan was a bad one, going with the passing game as much as they did. Now, they couldn't block up. Daniel Jones was throwing under duress. He made some scrambles, and I think he had some good yardage on the scrambles, but they needed more called runs. They should have created some other opportunities. I don't think Tony played this game. It didn't look like, I didn't see him take the field when they needed snaps on him. I guess that hamstring just wasn't ready to go. But this should have been a game for the running backs. Galladay didn't get a lot of opportunity. He dropped a pass. And I know a lot's been made of his comments and whatnot, but they don't have the quarterback to utilize him. They don't. Let's just call it what it is. They don't have the quarterback to utilize him. This coaching staff doesn't have for whatever reason. The bottom line is they've made the decision to not find ways to get Kenny Galladay the ball. They're trusting in Sills. And Sills, he'll make one good play and then one bad play. It makes me want to strangle him. Like, every time he makes a good play, a few moments later, you expect a bad play. Because that's exactly what you're going to get out of him. As if that wasn't... And then, after we went up 13-6, defense couldn't stop anything. In fact, 6, they gave up 17 unanswered. And immediately giving up a touchdown drive after your offense scores, that's unacceptable. Yeah, that's unacceptable. Let's see how these drivers do, because, these guys can't drive for shit. Yeah, I'm even going to apologize for that. Y'all can't drive for shit. But, back to this game. The defense didn't do a great job in getting stops in the second half. In fact, they were awful. They couldn't stop. Early on, they were giving up a lot of big runs. They gave up a lot of big runs because they didn't play gap assignment football. No no one did their jobs, so there you go. And that's a formula for losing. Um, Now they shored some of it up, but when they needed to get the stops, they couldn't get the stops. Adoree Jackson just finds a way to keep getting burnt. I have not liked him. Like, you want to believe in your team, but if the previous staff had just signed Dalvin Tomlinson to the extension, they signed him, they give him, they re-signed him. I mean, yeah, we still have some concerns at corner, but we wouldn't have to give up. I don't think it would have been the biggest deal. I don't think we would have had to give up James Bradbury. But we made the decision to go with Adoree Jackson. We've seen how well that's worked. It hasn't. They need new corners again. Robinson's still out because he had the appectomy, so he probably won't be back. He might not be back. I don't know what his status is. He might not be back until the Baltimore game. So I don't know if they'll have him travel all the way to London. And I definitely, if he doesn't play this game, I doubt he plays the London game. I think, but like I said, this is just my thoughts. I'm not a doctor, so please don't take my word for any of it. But I know he missed the last 2 games. I don't think he'd be ready until. I don't think it would make sense to bring him back until the Baltimore game. That'd be week 6. If he's not ready to go by this week. But we'll see what ends up happening with that. But defense did not have a good game. Well, they did and they didn't. They played well in the first half. They got some hits, but they couldn't get those key stops. They needed to get stops. They couldn't do it. They had a lead, and they gave up a touchdown immediately after. Now, they were able to get a stop to keep the Giants in the game so they could have a chance to score late. But by that point, I mean, now it's a forced passing situation. You know what it is. Sills slips on the last offensive play for the Giants. Jones, I don't know if the ball would have got to him clean it had Sills not slipped, but it was an easy play for Diggs to come up with a pick, and it was game over. Honestly, Diggs should have had a pick 6 on another play, but Sterling Shepard, somehow he came away with the ball. But, we lose, and then to add injury to insult, there's Sterling Shepard on that last offensive play, ends up with a non-contact knee injury. And from the reports and the sense from the Giants, the thought it's a season-ending type injury, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, I did think it was early for Sterling Shepard to come back from the Achilles, but that either speaks to the desperation the staff feels with what they have a receiver, or they were foolish in pushing him back and it made it worse. Or maybe it was just, or possibly even just bad luck. I'm not going to say that the staff intentionally did that, or that they foolishly rushed him back. It's just Sterling Shepard has been injury prone, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. This was not a good game. It was a good game to watch. Not if you love offense, because, people are so enamored with the glamour and glitz and high-flying nonsense. I'm not nonsense, but the offense, it's nice, but if you, but what I saw in good offense, I saw Thursday night with Cleveland. Now that was good offense, and it was a good physical game, good defense, good offense. Just that Mason Rudolph couldn't do anything. But the Giants do play the Bears next. The Bears can't really get anything going offensively, so they could win that game. They could be 3-1. But they have a lot of problems still. They got to fix the interior of the line. They have to find a way to get more production out the run game. They have to use the backs. I'm tired of just seeing Saquon. I like Saquon, but we should be running the ball 30 times every game. We have the backs for it. Utilize the dang on backs. But when you got your offensive coordinator being Brian Dable, and what's his name? Mike Kafka. One guy who just was pass happy with Josh Allen, the other guy coming from a system who's pass happy with Patrick Mahomes, and you see what you get. They have to be better. They have to run the ball, and the quarterback play has to be better as well. But I'll get to Daniel Jones in a later video. I'm gonna do that later today. But I'm back home. I am tired. I'm gonna unwind and I'm gonna get some sleep. So that's my analysis of it. I'll say this with the Dallas Cowboys. They ran the ball. Now there were opportunities they should have ran a little more and they didn't. But they ran the ball well. Zeke was effective, so was Pollard. Once they got going in the second half, that was pretty much it. CD got to be better because he keeps dropping the ball. Now he did come up with some big plays in the second half, but he has to be better as far as catching the ball. And the coaches have to use him like they're using him in the wrong spots. He's not. He should be used like Debo, but we know it's Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore's not. But this is the kind of game plan Dallas needs to continue utilizing. This is what they should have been utilizing with Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott should have played in preseason, but that's details for a later time, a different video. But Dallas Cowboys need to continue this formula if they want to continue winning. Because without this formula, they're not going to win games. I don't trust Kellen Moore, but right now Jerry Jones has what he wants. He wants Kellen Moore. He's in there. He wants a quarterback controversy. Let it happen and see how well it works for you. I assure you it won't. But this is why we play the game. So, Cowboys going to take on Washington. I mean, come on. Cowboys probably going to beat Washington. That ain't nothing. But we'll see how it all ends up. So, until next time, I'm Scrub Zero. Make sure you leave a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. The notification bell to all so you don't miss any of the uploads. Leave your comments down below in the comment section. And until next time, I'm Scrub Zero. I hope y'all are having a great day. I will be getting my black ass to sleep, and I will catch you on the flip side.